Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Fielded about a yard deep. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
Check. Watch 54. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Hot. Set, watch out. Check, Mike, 54. Yellow. Hey, flip him.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Here's Cousins. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably at least. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Ready, 95-56, 95-56. 54. Bust the run.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Breeze. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And the Vikings pick up the football.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Cousins gives way to Cook. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw, Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Breeze now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And this one complete to Smith. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Breeze to throw again. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run with Murray. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Cousins on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Cook. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Recon, 132 fighter. 47's the mic.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Ready?
On fourth down, they do snap it to Cousins. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunky yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Ready? 5-8.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now Breeze finding Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Throwing on first down is Breeze. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. After the sack on first down, Breeze looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And that makes it 23-7.
Next to score, Saints 23, Vikings 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Here's Sherrills. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Show it up. Pilot, 64, weak.
To throw again on second down. Cousins open here, Adam Thielen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Cousins now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen in the final seconds of the first half as they are able to cut into that lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
3rd down and 13.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And an alley to run. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
That'll be complete to Cook. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. They're going to try and run. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game planned for. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to play from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
47's the mic. Hey, tight.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 45 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And this is back to an 8-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Breeze now on first down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. On second down, Kamara. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
95-56.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. Forced out to his left. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 35-yard line. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. Breeze now on first down. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. On first down, Breeze. These blitz coming, and down he goes.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Throwing on second and long. Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. On second and 15 now. Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Play action now. Cousins. And that is incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Here we go. Check. Here we go, 48. Check hot route. Hot 300. Mike's 56. And what is that?
Cousins to throw for it on fourth. And no, it's incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Everyone shoot.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But it's going to be second down. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and 9. Breeze now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, pass the sticks, first down. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. They run it again with Cook. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Listen to me. Mike 54. Hey, Haywood. Mike 54. Mike 54.
On third down, it's Cook. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
36. Hey, we're good. Gun. Motion. Right there. Gun. Right there. Lead it. Bring up 48. Move.
Cousins. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful, and we've got ourselves a tie football game. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. To throw is Breeze. And his throw is incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down. Crunch. 6-6. Pull it high.
Breeze to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Breeze. And this one complete to Smith. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it's good. He got it. He missed his lone attempt earlier, but he connects when it matters most. And Bourbon Street, it'll be alive tonight.